Morning. We're going to get a little personal this morning. Um, we're going to talk about my testimony. So, everybody thinks that Christians, when we're Christians, we live perfect lives. Guys, no, we are so broken. Um, we're mosaics. We're broken, and God puts us back together. So, let me kind of go into the beginning. So, I was raised Lutheran, grew up in a Lutheran church, made my went to catechism, made my communion. I went through all of the rites of passage with religion, but I didn't have a relationship with him. And I definitely didn't live the right way. I got married, I joined the Navy, I got married, I was adulterous many times, I lied, I was a horrible person. I've devastated not one but two families and devastated 5 children in my sinful, adulterous ways. Um, and then, I said yesterday I was a liar. I'd lie for no reason. Um, I just, but, I ran and hid and, who am I? God doesn't want me. Well, you know what? God said, I do want you because I gave my son so that you can be a son. And God started to knock. He brought people around me in the form of Christians. My friend Kyle, who was so instrumental in being a vessel and moving out of the way. Kyle broken himself, but moved out of the way and let let the Holy Spirit, let Jesus come through and tell me what he really wanted. And coworkers, Beth and John, who poured into me and told me how much Christ wanted me, and Christ wants every one of us. He's loving and he forgives. Um, we're chosen, guys, and all we ever need to do is come to him. And I'll tell you right now that once I came to him and once I gave my life to him and started living for him, because here's the thing is, once we come to Christ, we're indwelt with the Holy Spirit. Guys, we don't want to live the same lives we lived. The Holy Spirit comes in us and changes us. We can't make that change for ourselves. So Christ gives us the Holy Spirit and he becomes the change in us if we just allow him to do that. And Leah can tell you, he has transformed my life. And it's all by his grace and all for his glory. And that's why I share the message that I share is it's all for his glory. Everything he does is for his glory and our good. And when I say our good, I don't mean our good in terms of, hey, I'm going to make you a millionaire. No. Our good in terms of sanctification and growth in him. And every day I strive to be more and more like him. And, strive to love others the way that he loves us and be more like him. And, I'll share with you two things that the most scary verse to me in the Bible, and the one thing that I long to hear more than any other in my life. The first is to get to the judgment seat and have lived my life and get there and hear Christ go, "Depart from me, I never knew you." It's the most scary verse ever in the Bible. And the one thing that I long to hear more than any other is when this tent expires and I pass away, and I get to be in Jesus' glory, get to be in all of God's glory, to hear him say, "Job well done, my good and faithful one." So, yeah, guys, that was it. I was a liar, a cheater. I've devastated 2 families and broken kids because of my brokenness. But he changes us, and he becomes a change in us. So, you guys have an amazing weekend. Have an absolutely blessed weekend. I love each and every one of you. You guys can always feel free to, if you have any questions, anything, feel free to drop me a message, or just feel free to leave it in the comments. And, there might be questions that other people have. And don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. Seriously. I'm wide open, and I love each and every one of you. You guys have a blessed weekend.